If you've been studying Next.js without understanding, this course is for you. This is a series of an Amazon clone. If you want the whole detail and the whole playlist, please check the link in the description below. If you might want the files that we have used for copying and pasting, also please check the link in the description below. So what we have created now, we have created a sign up page. Okay, as you can see, this is a sign up and a sign in page for logging in. In case you're asking why have we done that, simply because when you are done picking the products that you want to pick here, as you can see, let's just choose a lot of product. As you can see here, this is our cart item. You can also delete items here, and this total will update, and you can also delete even when you click here. Okay, as you can see, this will update. But now, before we go to the checkout and make some payment, it's very important that there must be a user. In this session, I'm also going to teach you JWT. JWT is the same on an Apple website, on a Microsoft website, or a Google website. As you can see, if we go to cookies, we will see a token here. If you take this token to jwt.io, it will tell you exactly the details of this JWT. Thank you so much for making it up to this far. Let's just jump straight into it. All right, guys, let's continue. So what we want to do now, we want to fix this UI and add some few things, things like the currency and what else, displaying the total and the checkout button. So let's quickly do that. So let's just go here. What we are going to do now, we want to go to the global state. Let's see if can't we add the totals here. Something like what? Let's see. Let's see. Maybe we are going to get a sum total of. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay. Let's do it like this. Cut total. Cut total value. Let's do it like this. Cut total value is equal to get item, and let's get this. Okay, let's get this atom here. And then this is cut item with total. Get cut item. Okay, let's just call this cut items. And then what I want to do here, okay, this is cut items. What I want to do here, I want to calculate a total. Cut items total. Let's just leave it like this. And then we want this cut items here dot map. Yes. I don't think we want a map necessarily. Okay. We want reduce. Okay, and then what we want to do here, we want ACC. I don't really know why this value is called ACC. I just have to make a research in a reducer. I think it's more like maybe stands for accumulated value, but maybe when I'm using it, you will start to understand maybe what it stands for. So let's see. I think we want this ACC and what? I think and the item, okay, and the cut item, and the cut item here. And then what we want to do, we want the value that we're going to accumulate, which is equal to cut item dot let's see, where is the amount? Looks like we don't have an amount here. This is some sort of a TypeScript challenge. Let's see, do we have an amount where here? Oh, total amount. Okay, dot total amount. Okay, this is not going to be equal to, it needs to be plus. Okay, let's see if JavaScript has got this way of accumulating. Okay, if it doesn't, let's see, is equal to ACC plus. Okay, let's see what is the problem with my reduce. Let's see. Operator plus cannot be applied to type total amount number. Which type is that? Is it this one? Um, let's see, maybe. Let's see, maybe the kite item is supposed to be this one, but I don't think so. Okay, let's see. Let's just quickly do this. Apologies about this. JavaScript reduce. Actually, reduce method. We just want the syntax here. Show more. Array.reduce callback. Okay, and then initial value. Okay, let's see. Accumulator. Okay, here is the name of this thing. Okay, so this is an accumulator. Okay, and then current value and then current index, how it works. Where is an example? Okay, let's just look at this, guys. JavaScript. We've got this array dot reduce, we've got accumulator, and then the current value. Oh, okay, I forgot this. I think so. Okay, I forgot this one. Okay, so what we can do, let's just copy this as is. Okay, let's just copy this as is and let's go back here. Okay, very simple. Let's just do this. Copy and paste this. Okay, dot reduce, everything works well. We've got an accumulator here, which is I'm happy with this. Okay, we've got an accumulator here, and the cut item, the current value equal to okay, first of all, it doesn't have to be equal. Okay, so it's accumulator plus the current value. Okay, and then after that we need to pass this 0. Okay, as you can see, guys, everything works well. Okay, so that means what we are doing, we are some sort of adding this total. So in all of these, this array, the cut item, we are going to some sort of add this total. So this total will be added here, added here, added here for all these, and then from there we will have to return it. Okay, all right, and that's it. We will have to return it. So this is a cut total value. What else do we want here? That means we're going to put this cut total here. That means it will always change, and then we will need the next button. Okay, so let's use this cut total here. The reason why we are declaring this as an atom, I just got a feeling that we will use it in multiple places. So let's go to cut, um, go to shop and then cut. Okay, and then what we want to do, where is the table? Okay, here is a table. Right on top of this table, let's just paste this and then copy this as is. Okay, cut items with total. Why this is here first? Let me just do this. I just want to see why this is here. Okay, I understand this now. It's the one that we are using on the table, and then we want to pass this, the totals. Then we're just gonna call this cut total, cut total, and then we're just gonna add another underscore here. And then let's import this, and then from there we want to display this cut total here. Okay, let's save and see. Okay, I'm happy with this. At the moment, we don't have the currency here. Okay, let me do this. Just add R here. And then let's just go to our columns, and then let's look at the price. We are going to add a cell here. And then we are going to do what? We're going to receive it. We're going to return a p tag. Then we're going to put some R here. Then we're going to receive this item. Rows row dot original, and then dot price. Okay, then we want to do almost like a similar thing for what? Let me just copy this for total. Okay, here is total. We want to do the similar thing for that, but we're just going to change this to total. Why this is not here? Total amount. Okay, now we are facing some TypeScript issues. Okay, let's just paste this as it is, even though TypeScript will complain, but we know that everything works well. As you can see, there's an R here, and there's an R here, and there's an R here. Okay, and then let's see if this will change. Let's double this. As you can see, changes. So let's just go back and add another item. My apologies about this. My apologies about this. And then where do I want to go? I want to go to home to add another item. Let's add this one. Then let's go here. Okay, as you can see. So we've got 234 plus 45. 40 and 30 is 70. 4 and 4 is 9. 279. Okay, I'm happy with this. This is correct. We will deal with this TypeScript later. And then what I want to do now, I want to go to this page on the cut page, sorry, here. And then let's just type this class name, text to XL, text to XL, and then text gray, the color, let's make it a text of gray. And then what do I want to do? Let's say cut total, which is equal to this. Let's go back here. Cut total. Okay, margin bottom. Let's just type here total. Okay, margin bottom of 12. Apologies about that. Margin bottom of 12. I'm somewhat happy with this, but 12 is too much. Let's make 10. All right, as you can see, guys, so this is the total. And then what we want to do now, okay, what we want to do now, we want a button. And then we want a button somewhere. Okay, somewhere here. We want a short.cn button, which is checkout. Okay, checkout. This is a button. This is supposed to be a button, and then let's import it from short.cn UI. Then let's check here. Where is the button? Okay, as you can see, here is this button. And then what we want to do, we want to put this button inside a div. Then put this button here, and then we want a class name, we've got our center utility class, and then let's make a width of full. Suppose this is going to be somewhat centered in a way. Let's see. Happy with that. And then let's put a margin top of 8. Let's see. Margin top of 8. I'm happy with this. Okay, so if you want, we can proceed to checkout. Must this be at the bottom or it can be here at the top? Okay, for now, let's just leave it at the bottom for now. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's see, can't we do this? Okay, can't we do justify and force this? Let's see. Okay, I'm happy with this. I like this when it's here somewhere at the corner here. So what else do we want to do now? I think we are ready to proceed to check out. I think we are ready to proceed to check out. So what we are going to do here, let's just create a checkout page. Okay. Let's just create a checkout page. And then from there, do we really need a table? I don't think so. Let's just put a page.tsx FCE. Okay, and then what we are going to do, we are going to go back to cut on this page, and then we are going to wrap this with a link with Next.js link component so that we can, let's import this on next link, and then href we want to route to, let's see, we want to route to checkout. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's see if we are able to route to checkout when we are done. This is still compiling. Okay, I think this will route to checkout. Let's just wait. My apologies for this. As you can see, now we are on checkout page. I'm happy with this. And then what we need on checkout page, similar to this page, we need a container. We need to return a container here on the checkout page. Apologies about that. We need to return this container. Then let's just test. Then let's import it. Let's import the container. Go back and let's see. Okay, I'm happy with this. But this is not a cut. This is a checkout. Okay, let's see if this could be the capital letters. Let's see. I think this is much better. So we might as well, this is column. We might as well here on the cut. And then we just have to type here cut. Okay, I think this is much better. So let's go back here. So now we are on the checkout. So what do you want on the checkout? The reason why we're here, we want to pay. Okay, we want to pay. That's why we are here. So let's go to our Prisma and see what are the details for the checkout. Okay, where is Prisma? The Prisma schema. Okay, here is Prisma, here is a schema. Do we have some sort of, this is an order, total, status, user ID. Okay, let's see. And then order items. All right. This is order item. So let's look at what is needed by an order item. The order item needs an ID. We've got an ID. Okay, the ID will be generated for this item. We've got let's see the order ID. That means we need to start on the order. Okay, we are going to create an order first, and then we will want a total. We've got the total status and the user ID. Don't mind about this. And then we're going to have these. Okay, so I'm thinking we will need some sort of a user here, okay, because our schema has got a user. Okay, so let's end this video here for now, and then in the next video we are going to work on login and log out so that we can have some sort of an active user. Thank you so much for making it up to this far. Matthew Msengati, the designer and developer from South Africa. Please don't forget to support the channel by hitting that subscribe button. See you on the next one. All right, guys, let's continue. So what we want to do, we want to add two buttons here, sign in and sign up. So let's just quickly do that. What we are going to do, let's shop top header, and then let's go to, this is the link to cut somewhere here. We can just add a div, and then we can add button. And then sign in. Okay, or sign up. Let's just put a space here. Sign up or sign in. Okay, let's see if can't we have a variant here, which is going to be outline. Okay, outline, and then this one class name. Let's just PG black. Let's see, is it gonna be PG black or what? Let's see. Let's say PG gray. Let's do a PG gray of 600. Okay, and then what I want to do here, I want to add a class name here and use our sender CSS class. Okay, the one that we've created. And then we're just gonna add a gap of 2. Let's go back and see. Obviously here our buttons, I'm happy with this, but these buttons are in the wrong place. Okay, these buttons are in the wrong place. They're supposed to be next to here. Okay, as you can see. Okay, so you can sign in and sign up. So what we want to do now, when we press sign up, we want to go to sign up. So let's wrap these with link tags. And then we want to add href. Then we want sign up. Okay. Then let's copy and paste this. Then change it to sign in. Happy with this. And then let's take this, copy and paste here to sign up, and then let's copy and paste sign in to sign in. And then let's create this route. Is it gonna be shop or what? Let's see. Is it going to be under shop? Let's see app. If it's under shop, okay, for now let's just continue and create this route. We will deal with the layout later. Sign up. Okay, We will have to check if these are in the right location later. Page.tsx, RFCE, just sign up. And then what we want to do when we click sign up, we want to be taken to the sign up page. Okay, as you can see, we're in the sign up page. What we want here on the sign up page, just like in the cart, we want this container. And then let's go to the sign up page. Let's just paste this and close this so that we can have this and then test. Then let's import this and then sign up. Go back. As you can see now, this is sign up. So what we want to do here, we want to go to the admin, the add product, this page. Let's just copy and paste this, and then we're going to use this as a template. So let's go to shop, sign up, and then let's paste this. And then what we want to do, let's check things that we need. Okay, we are going to need handle submit. Let's just import the input from ShadCN. We're going to need, we're not going to need the text area, right? Okay, we're not going to need a text area. Okay, and the image also, we are not going to need it. Toggle is loading, we are going to need it. Do we need select? Nope, we're not going to need the select. Okay, this was toggle is loading for select. Okay, and then let's go and check what we need. I think we also need, let's go to product, add product. What did I copy and paste here? Okay, let's do this. Let's just copy everything, okay, and copy it to shop, checkout. Okay, no, not checkout, sign up. Let's say first if we copy and paste everything here to make our life simple. Okay, so we are going to edit this from top to bottom. Let's do that. Zort validation. Let's go to our Prisma. Let's just go to our Prisma to check what do we have for the user sign up. Okay, let's just copy this. Okay, let's just copy this. This role we're not going to edit because it's going to be a user. Sorry, it's going to be a customer by default. So, and then let's go back and check here. Are we in the sign up? Yes. So let's start with our Prisma schema. We've got the name, minimum of 4, happy with that. Email, sorry, email. Z.string. Let's do this. Okay, I think maybe there is a z.email straight. Yes, we have. Okay. Z.email, if this is wrong. Email not valid. Oh, okay, valid email. Valid email only. Let's just type this. And then what else? We've got the password here. In terms of price, let's just add a password. It's just gonna be z.string password. Let's see. z.string minimum of 4. I'm happy with that. Okay, let's delete all of this. And I want to delete this as well. And then what we want to do, we are going to have verify password here. Okay. Verify password. Let's see. Verify password, what we want to do. Let's first check here. Okay. What do we do here? Let's see. Dot array. There's a method that I forgot now on top of my head, but I think I can remember when I see it. Dot refine. This is what I want. Okay. Let's see. Dot refine. I think we are going to take a function here, and then we are going to receive data, and then let's see. First of all, what's in this data in terms of TypeScript dot. As you can see, we are receiving one of these. And then, yeah, I think I'm happy with this. Dot refine dot data. Yes, we need to have password verify here. Password verify. Okay, password verify. And then we can just type here zot dot, let's just say dot string. Okay, zot dot string. See. And then what we want to do, okay, dot refine, we are going to receive this data. Let's see. In this dot refine, we want to make sure, okay, I don't think even we need this. Okay, I don't think we need this. Let's just say dot refine. We want data dot password must be equal to data dot password verify. Okay, I think I'm happy with this. Okay, and then let's continue. And then we are going to have a type here. Let's look at our type. As you can see, type. Yeah, I'm happy with this. And then let's continue. The success message, user added. Okay, user added. And then the fail message, user fail. And then the form name, this is a user. And then let's continue. This is React Hook form with the form type. Yeah, I'm happy with this. But now the challenge is we've got the username, we've got the email. Can't we have an email of, okay, nothing. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then the password is going to be an empty string. And then the verify password is going to be an empty string as well. Okay, happy with this. And then let's go back. Resolver, form schema, happy with that. Form query, we're going to go to API, and then API, let's say user. Okay, this is not users. That means we're not getting, if it's user, that means we are, what can I say? Let's say, let's see, what do I want to do? Inside user, we can have user create. Let's try that. User, and then create. That means we're creating a user. And then we might have user update. Okay, yeah, let's try this. And then from there, the query key here, it's sign up. Okay, sign up. What is the form? This is not user, this is sign up. Okay, the form name. Let's continue. We're done with the API and the form mutation. What is this for? This is a query. What are you querying? My apologies about this. We need to take this. I don't think we need a query here. Okay, we don't need a form query. We need a mutation. Okay, this is not going to be a form data because we are not going to add some images. This is going to be of form type. Form type. That means this is going to be this as is. And then in this form type, as much as we have here a verification, I don't think we really need a verification. Okay, let's see, can't we use a TypeScript omit? TypeScript omit. Okay, let's see. Okay, and then let's pass a type. See, cannot find omit. This is a data type, right? Yes. Omit. Okay, here is it. Let's see. Okay, what do we want to omit? We want to omit this. Let's see. We want to omit this. Okay, maybe we want to have a type here and omit this. Okay, as you can see. So now in this type, we are removing, suppose I'm removing password verify. Okay, let's see. Let's say in this data, are we going to get verify? Okay, as you can see, we've omitted this password.verify. I'm happy with this because we're not taking password verify to the API. And then in terms of the actual data, okay, in terms of the actual data, this is still there. Okay, so once what we want to do, we want to type const let's say verify omitted. Okay, or verify removed. Verify removed is equal to, what do we want to do? We want to spread this data into tree. The data will be exactly as is. And then what we want to do, we want to, what can I say? Let's see. We want to some sort of substitute or act as if we are substituting this with a dash. Okay. Is this what I want? Let's see. Okay. Let's just leave it for now. Okay. I'm happy with the typing here, but this key has not been removed here. Okay. Maybe we can remove it later. Okay. Or maybe we can send it to the API and not use it. But the best way will be just to remove it even here. But let's continue. I'm happy with this. The mutation is add user, or let's just say this is sign up. Okay. On success, we've got success message. On error, we've got the error message. We don't need this. Okay. The image, we've got nothing to do with images at this point in time. Even this one. Okay. The watch, we don't need this. Form submit, I'm happy with this. Convert, we don't convert anything now because we don't deal with with files anymore, and then we're going to pass this as is. Sorry. Okay, so when we are passing this, isn't this maybe the best time to remove this? Let's see if I can spread this. Spread it, yes, and then I'm going to get these. Okay, okay. I think I have got, yes, I think I've got a plan. Const. Okay, we are destructuring this data. What we can do here in this data, we can take the name, we can take the password, and what else? And the email. Okay, that means these are the only things that we are taking. Only from this data, we are neglecting the other things. And then from then, we want to pass these to here as an object, as you can see. Okay, so that means here we are passing on mutation, we are passing only those. Okay, and then here when we are receiving, we're expecting to receive only those. Let's say for some reason we didn't omit this. Let's say if the type will be fine. Let's say form type. Let's say we've typed this as form type. There must be an error somewhere, as you can see. Okay, so this typing now works well. It's bulletproof. Okay, and here we don't need to remove anything. Okay, I'm happy with this. Okay, let's go back here. Then let's continue. Then we've got the page container. I don't mind much about that. Let's get into our input. We've got username here. Username. And then we've got input disable. I'm happy with that. On change. This was for an image. Let's just remove this one for an image. It's not going to help us anyway. And then this one is a product name. This one will help us. Everything will be in sync. Name, I'm happy with this. And then this is a text area. I don't want this as well. Okay. I think this is for an image. Toggle. For what? Let's remove this. Okay, and then let's see. Let's copy this for the password. Go back here. Okay, right after this. Okay, and then for the password, let's type here password. Okay, password. We no longer have the price, but we've got the password. We no longer have the price, but we've got the password. Okay, and then we want to verify the password. Copy and paste. Okay, verify. This is not supposed to be type number. Just make sure, because this was supposed to be a number. Let's delete everything. Password, register password. Then let's see. Value as number. We don't want this as well. We also don't want it here. Then verify. Let's copy this. Dot verify. Dot verify password or password verify. Let's paste this here as well. Okay, let's go back. Step, we don't need this because this is not a number. We don't need this as well. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then here we want the verify. And we want the verify here. Happy with this. Okay, let's go back and see, do we have any errors? In terms of this, we don't need it. Let's see. We don't need this as well. Okay. Form name. Sign up. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then let's see how this looks like. As you can see, we've got the name, we've got the password, and we've got verify. It looks like verify is still a number. Let's go back there and check password and verify. It's got a minimum type and type of number. Let's remove this. Okay, I'm happy with that. And then let's take this toggle to somewhere here. Okay, inside here. Okay, let's save and see. As you can see, happy with this. What else do we want to do? Okay, maybe we want to center this. Okay, sign up. Okay. And then what else do we want to do? Let's just take this container. Okay, let's see. The one that has got everything. Take this container. And then let's make sure that this is inside the form itself. Okay, this is inside the form itself. And then let's check the size of the form. Where is the form? Width is equal to 150. Let's see if is that what we want. Let's make this some sort of 200. Okay, so that it can be a little bit. Okay. Okay. Looks like there is still another div wrapping this. That's why things are not working according to what we want or the way we want. Yes, let's remove this. Okay. So this doesn't have to be 200 now. I think 150 can work well. Oh, say let's say 120 and let's see. Okay. 90. I'm somewhat happy with this. I'm happy with this. And then what we want to do, let's go back here. The container. We want small here. Okay. We want small. Sign up. And then we want, let's say, dot to upper. Okay. We want this to uppercase. Let's go back and see. I'm happy with this. This is the sign up route. We can happily sign up. So let's just test if everything goes well. Okay, first of all, without anything. Okay, the name is Matthew, let's say. I'm happy with that validation. The password is met. Happy with that validation. This doesn't validate. Okay, this doesn't validate. I think, let's see. What we want to do, if everything goes well, let's console log, submit. Let's console log this data. Console log this data. So let's just see if are we console logging anything. Suppose we are not because this doesn't match. So if this matches met, then suppose we can console log. Let's see, met and met. Okay, I think we will have to fix this. Okay, let's check the errors. Let's console log the errors from, okay, console log the errors. Let's just check the errors. Okay, and let's see. So we don't have errors. Let's see. Now we have errors. Okay, let's see the name, valid email only. Where is the email? Okay, I think I forgot the email. That's not much of a problem. Let's go and fix that. Let's take this name and then email. Okay, copy this email, paste it here, and paste it here. Sorry, paste the email here. Let's go back. Valid email. This is not supposed to be name. User email. Okay, start from Matt. Valid email m@gmail.com. And then let's see, do we have any errors? We've got password as an error. Let's type password Matt. Let's see, now we don't have any errors. Let's see. Okay, this console logs. And then we've got an error here, it looks like. Okay, but this error is somewhat type custom. This error is not specific, but we do have errors. We are not console logging the data that we want. So let's just go back to Zod and let's see, refine data, and then data. I think after that we need a message. Let's say password don't match. Okay, well, let's say password mismatch. Okay, let's just sign up. Okay, as you can see, here's the error, password mismatch, because the password they don't match. Okay, I'm happy with this. And then, okay, and then what do we want to do then? Why that error is not showing? Let's go to the password verify. Okay, we've got password verify here, and we've got password verify. Okay, cool. I'm thinking, okay, I'm thinking this refine, where is this refine is in the entire Zod object, is not specific to this. Okay, it's not specific to this. Let's make it specific to this. Okay, let's remove this. But why then, if we are getting this, if we are specific to this means that we are going to get this information from here. There is another method here which is super refined. Let's try it. Okay, let's see. What do we get from super refine? We still get this string. Okay, so this was okay in the exact place, but we want to do Okay, what we want to do, we just want to know how do we then associate. Okay, how do we then associate this with associate this with this password? Okay, but for now everything works well because I'm happy with this type of error. So meaning that if everything matches, for instance met, suppose we won't have an error and we will get our, as you can see, we don't have any errors. Where is our console log? Here is submit. Okay, we just need to know how do we associate this verify password, the error that we get mismatch with this verify password. I'm Matthew Msangati, the designer and developer from South Africa. Thank you so much for making it up to this far. If you like videos like this, please don't forget to subscribe to help my channel to grow. See you on the next one. Okay guys, let's continue. Let's first assign, or some sort of assign the password mismatch to this verify password. Okay, turned out it's simpler than we think. We just pass here. What do we pass here? A message. Is that the case? Oops, message is not there. Message and a path. Okay, which is the path that relates. Let's see if it's gonna give us to password verify. We are telling it that this is for password verify. Okay, now this is supposed to work fine. Okay, let's see, let's test. Email. Okay, email. Match. Then let's see. All right, and now why? Oh, there's no message here. Okay, there's no message here. Password mismatch. Okay, as you can see, now we've got password mismatch, so everything works well. Okay, I'm happy with this. And what I want to do, I just want to change this layout to look better, because now it's not cool, or it's not interesting. So what we want to do, we want to group this. Okay, we want to group this. Let's say div. Okay, and then we want class name. Class name of, let's say, center. Center, and then let's force flex column. Force flex column and a gap of 2. Then we're going to do the same thing for which one? For these two. Okay, for this one and this one. And let's go to the form itself. Where is the form itself? Let's see. Center, center, flex column. Let's let it to be flex row. Is this the right thing to do? Not really. Let's let this to be a flex of column. Let's just type here width of 90. Let's just maybe try a width of 120. And then we need to make sure that these guys here, okay, these two guys here are also inside a div. Okay, are also inside a div that will make them class. That will make them center. It's going to be in a row. I'm happy with that. And a gap of 5, let's say. And let's go back and see. I'm happy with this. This is what I'm looking for. Okay. But we just need to extend this to here. Then let's make a width of full here. Okay, I'm happy with that. The width of full. Then what else can we do here? Let's not make this a width of full. Let's make this a width of 120, just like this one. Let's see. A width of 120. Okay, I think that's the case. And it's centered. Okay, it's centered. What about these? Okay. Okay, let's see. Maybe we can add a width of full here. The reason why there was a problem is because these are controlled by these inner um divs, and they were not a width of full. So I think a width of full here and a width of full here will work. Okay, now our input will span across this. So I'm happy with this layout. This is much better. Let's check with some errors. When there are some errors, let's see. Okay, this makes sense. But obviously, I'm not happy with this. So how do we solve this problem? And why this problem exists? Okay, let's just check what can we do. Let's check what can we do here. Okay, these are centered. Okay, let's check. Okay, now we've got this one. Okay, this is for flex column. Let's see, width of full. Okay, that means this is the whole section, width of full. Center, align things in a row. Yes, with this gap, I'm happy with this. So now let's get in to get the left section, which is this one. Okay, and this is the right section. So if we get into the left of section, we've got a flex and flex of column. Let's see. Now I see. Now I see. These are arranged in, this is the left one and the right one. Okay, they are not arranged in this manner. Okay, for now, let's just leave it like this. Okay, to avoid some complications. At least I understand why the problem is there. Okay, password mismatch. Let's type met, and then we are good to go. So let's go to the back end. What we want to do to the back end, we want to create a route, which is what do we want to do? We want an API route, which is user create. So let's go to the API, user, and then create. And then we want route.js. What we are going to do, if you started this from the beginning, you are supposed to have this folder here. Okay, if you don't have it, please check the link in the description below so that you can copy these. Okay, so let's just take this and put it here, as you can see. So what we can do, we can just copy and paste this. here. Okay, and then we just want to check what are the things that has got some error and its corresponding type declaration. Let's see. Let's just search for bcrypt. Okay, bcrypt, let's say type. Oh, in fact, maybe it might happen it's not installed. Okay, let's just come here and install. The other thing that becomes a problem sometimes, it's these versions. Okay, there's many versions of these packages, but let's just keep it going and keep it flowing. So what I want to do, I want to add another terminal, and then I want to install bcrypt. Okay, and then what we want to do, let's see. Okay, let's see. We are posting. Yes, we are receiving as a request. I don't think we are receiving a request. We are receiving a next response. Okay, I think we are receiving a next response. Let's see. We are receiving a next response here, and then try body await request.json. I don't have a problem with this. We are expecting an email, so name, email, and a password from the body. From here, I'm happy with this. Basic validation. If there's no name, there's no password, I'm happy with this. Let's check if the user exists. Check if the user already exists. And then let's just make sure we are getting this Prisma from the right place, which is lib. Okay, I'm happy with this. As you can see, it has got the user.find menu where email. I'm happy with this. If existing user, okay, we are checking here if user exists. If existing user is true, let's see, return next, success false, error, user already exists. Okay, I understand. So if we have a user there, then we need to say that the user exists. And then now, if everything goes well, we need to hash the password. We're going to use bcrypt.hash. We put the password there at this number. And then const user await, we are now creating the user, email, password, and hashed password. And then we are going to create a token. Let's see, token await new sign in. This is Joe's, okay, for token creation. Let's see, and then we set all the type of the algorithm and everything. I'm happy with this. And then we create a response.json. Success is equal to true. Let's see, message account created. Okay, user ID, here it's it. Usually when we return data, okay, when we return data, let's check where is the created user. Let's see. Okay, so here we are trying to return specific data. So here what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna return that specific data. Okay, as you can see, name, email without the password. And then here we are setting the cookies. Where is this response? We've declared it here. Okay, it is normal response. And then we are going to add a cookie.set.token, add a token and some detail. These are just the detail of how long is this cookie going to stay. And from there, that's about it. Okay, as you can see, guys, we've just made these changes. The reason why I'm copying and pasting this is somewhat outside the scope of a beginner, okay, and the course is already long. Okay, so let's continue, guys. I hope you got everything. So maybe what I can do, let me just copy this so that when you reach this stage, this will already be here with all the minor tweaks. Let's do this, guys, so that you don't have to tweak it again. Okay, let's paste. As you can see, I pasted the modified one. Okay, so let's test this. Then let's test this. Let's go back here, localhost. Apologies about this, localhost. And then while this is doing this or taking time, let's see, where is another terminal? Okay, as you can see, it's taking some time. Let's go back to sign up as a TSX. And then what I want to do when this is validating, okay, when this is validating, which is this one, okay, the inputs, they don't align. Something is ugly about the inputs that are not aligning. So what I want to do in order to solve this, I want to put a fixed height, okay, so that the input won't have some issues. So where am I going to put that? Between what and what? Let's see, between the label and let's put it between what, let's put it here. Okay, let's say h of, let's say h of 50, let's say. And then what I'm going to do, I'm just gonna bg, okay, something like this, so that we can see this height if it's what we want. I'm not sure why this is taking some time, taking too long. Okay, what I'm gonna do, let me just pause the video to save some time because it's slow. Okay, let me refresh. Okay, I'm expecting this to be quick, but it's slow. Let me just pause the video. All right, guys, let's continue. This has managed to load. What we want to do, we want to go to sign up. We want to see that orange background and its own height. In case you don't understand what I'm trying to do, please don't mind much. You will see. Okay, so when we are validating, as you can see, sorry, this is up a little bit and this is down. So what I'm trying to do, I'm trying to provide some sort of a uniform height so that even if there is a validating, what can I say? Even if there is an error message, the height will be the same. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. But it looks like this. Let's see. Okay, this is for the label and input, but for what? Up until where? Okay, up until here. Let's just remove this part to see. Okay, it looks like I'm removing the entire section. So this means I don't want to be here. Okay, this is not what I want to be. This is not the section. I think this is where I want to be. Okay, this is where I want to be. As you can see, let's see. Yes. Okay, as you can see. So let's change the height of this. Let's change the height of this to 100. Let's see. Okay. I think this will give enough space. Okay, so this means that if this could be the height of 100 and the left one, okay, like all of them to be the height of 100, that means if there is an error, these container won't move up and down. Okay, it's like we are locking the height so that there won't be variation in terms of height. This is ugly. As you can see, this is on top and this is more like at the bottom. So let's quickly do that. So what I want to do, okay, let's say, is the width of 100 like ideal? Yes, I think so. Okay, it fits perfect. Okay, okay, it fits perfect. So let's go here. And then what we want to do, we want to take the height of 100, copy this, let's remove this. Okay, okay, do this, another one, do this, let's see, and then do this. Suppose we are done. All right, as you can see, now this is always like this. Okay, it doesn't depend on something or whatever. So if we do this, as you can see, it doesn't move up and down. If we do this, it doesn't move up and down. If we do this, it doesn't move up and down. Okay, this is much better. The UI is consistent and I'm happy with it. Okay, so now we want to test. Let's test. The username is Matthew and the password is Matt, and the email address matthew@gmail.com. And then what we want to do, we want to test. Okay, let's just hit sign up. As you can see, here is an error message. Let's type met, everything matches, and let's see where is the network and why this is not continuing. Let's check the console. Is there any submit message? Okay, now suppose the error message is there. I don't know why it was not there before. So let's just wait and see. Okay, as you can see, this is loading. It's taking some time. Let's just go back and just for curiosity and see. It's compiling user create 200. Let's see. It looks like everything has worked well. Let's check. Do we have a token? Okay, let's see. Do we have a token? Where do I want to be? I want to be on application. I want to go to application and I want to go to cookies. Is it cookies? Yes, and I want to be here. And here is a token. And then what I want to do here, I want to check this token if this is exactly what we created. That means we're going to go to JWT website and we are going to paste this where. Okay, let's just wait for this to finish. And then let's say, does this reset? Yes. Okay. Let's just wait. I don't know why my things are slow, but that's not something to write a story about. I'm happy with this. That means we have managed to create a user. Let's just quickly create a sign in route, which is going to be easy peasy lemon squeezy because we're just going to copy and paste. Let's just copy this page, and then in the shop we're just going to have a sign in. Okay, and then we're going to paste this. And then in terms of signing in, what we will need the email and the password, not even the username. We don't need the username here. We don't need a password. We don't verify the password. Okay, we don't verify the password. Okay, let's see, where is this object ending? This object ends here. Okay, I'm happy with this. Let's look at this type, email and password. I'm happy with that. And then the success message, log in successfully. Okay, error message, login failed. This is, in fact, let's say sign in. Okay, sign in failed, and then this is sign in. And then what I want to do, I want to remove the name here, and I want to remove the password verify. Happy with everything. And then in the form mutation, um, this is supposed to be under auth, if I can be honest, but since we've already continued with this, let's say user create user sign in. Okay, as you can see, my naming what can I say, my naming system or convention is not on point, guys. My apologies about this. Sometimes I have create on the API endpoint, sometimes I've got sign in on the page. Okay, I think it will be better if we could stick to one thing. For instance, if it's sign in on the UI, let it be sign in on the API. But obviously I'm expecting you to help me with that. Okay, yours will be consistent, and maybe you'll even have an auth folder here, okay, to keep your things nice. Okay, let's continue. So this is going to be sign in. Okay, and what else? On success, it will display success. Okay, why it looks like we are just copying and pasting and that is it? It depends on how you structure your code. You need to structure your code in such a way that it's a bit generic in a way. Okay, don't be too, I'm not sure, too specific. Okay, let's see what's the error here. Okay, don't be too specific sometimes, more especially in templates like these. Form mutation, make it a form mutation because you are going to have a form all over the place. And don't be specific like this is a product form. You will have to change these every time you do a copy and paste. So, and then the advanced way of doing this, just create a reusable component. But if we can do that in this tutorial or course, it was going to be very long. Okay, so let's continue. Let's see what is the problem with this. We don't have a name there. Okay, I'm happy with this is true. We don't have a name here. What else? Okay, let's go back here on the input. What we want to do we have an email here? Yes, so that means we just have to remove this because we don't have the email. And what else? Password and the verification. Let's remove it, and there you go. And then from name, sign in. Okay, and then what we want to do, let's go to here, the header. Okay, let's see what we have done. This is sign in. Okay, on the Python sign in, let's check our page route. Also, it's sign in. So let's go back to JWT and see if everything is loaded. Okay, now guys, we can go back to where we were. Application, and then what we want, token, and then let's paste this token here. As you can see, user one, email ID, I'm happy with this. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, let's continue. We want to go to sign in now. Okay, it's gonna compile the sign in route. Okay, let's just wait for it, maybe because it's doing it for the first time. As you can see, we're going to enter the email here, and then the password is met, and then we are supposed to go to the sign in route. Then again, please go and check on the folder. If you don't have this folder, check the link in the description below. In case you might want a one-on-one coaching call, please book your discovery call at shazomatthew@gmail.com. You can talk to me and ask me anything for an hour for free. And then if you might be interested in getting the 10-hour coaching course, here are the details. Okay, I'm going to teach you exactly what you want to know. Sometimes you are busy with the project at work, sometimes you are busy with an assignment or whatever, but you want short, specific, and quick answers, and also explanation in the best way I know how. Then please send me an email, and that is it. And in this PDF, you can just click here if you're interested in the 10-hour coaching course, and then you can settle the payment here. Enough about this, let's continue. So you can just come here to sign in and just copy and paste this, or take this here. As you can see, we're going to copy this as is, and then we're going to go to the API route, okay, API route, and then user API. Where is the user? There is user create, and then there is user. Let's type here sign in. Okay, this is a file. I want this to be a folder. My apologies about that. Sorry about that. So we want sign in, and then let's type here route.ts, and then let's paste everything here, and then let's come here and remove this. Okay, let's just save this and see what's going on here. Okay, we are having a JWT secret. This is a secret that we are supposed to use, what can I say, whenever we are dealing with this, okay, with JAWS, which is JWT, or JSON Web Token encoding, okay. I don't think this has to be this complicated, okay, but what is important is that this has to match with the sign up, the creating part. Okay, as you can see, everything matches, so it doesn't have to be this long. Okay, it could be this, something like this. Okay, as long as it matches. Okay, Okay, ideally you will put this in the .env variable so that all the modules can copy it from there. Okay, let's just paste this. If this doesn't match, there might be a problem. Okay. Oh, let's see. Consecrate. We some sort of encoding. Okay, creating a text encoder that we will use on Joe's here. Okay, so this is a post, and here we are not receiving a request, we are receiving a next request. Okay, let's see a next request. And then from there, we are trying body.await.json, email and password. I'm happy with this. Basic validation. I don't remember myself talking about the password encryption here, but believe me, guys, these are just these will always be exactly as is. There is nothing to explain much here. Okay, for instance, you await bcrypt.hash password and put any number here. So you just hash the password and that is it. I just remember that I didn't speak about that. Okay, and then let's continue. And then where we are now, if there is an email, continue. If not, throw an error. Okay, user await prisma.user.find where email, we are finding a unique email. If there is no user, throw an error. Then compare password. Okay, is password valid? Await bcrypt, we're going to use bcrypt.compare. We pass this password, comparing it with the password that is from the user. Now, this password is supposed to be the one from the user, a simple one, and this one is supposed to be the encrypted one. So bcrypt will check this. Let's say maybe it will encode this so that it can be equal to this one. If everything goes well, then it will continue. Okay, if this is not valid, incorrect credentials, and then create a JWT. As you can see, we're using chose to sign in a JWT here. Okay, and then we pass in the secret. And then from there, we create a token, a cookie a token, and then from then we add the token, and then we send the response. It's that simple. So let's go back here, and then go to application. Where do I want to be? First of all, let's get into the network. Okay, the other thing that we need to do, let's go to application, and then we want on the cookies, we want to delete this token. Okay, the reason why we want to delete it, or we are deleting it, the user will create its own token. Okay, which is the login. Okay, or the sign in. This is wrong, we need to fix it. So let's check first if in terms of the network this won't throw an error. Okay, success is equal to true, message signed in successfully, user ID and email. Okay, cool. And then let's go to the application to check if that is the case. Application, as you can see, guys, we've got a token. We can copy this token here and then paste it here. If you've managed to make it this far, thank you so much. If you like video like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We have managed to log in, create a login and a sign up route. So that means now we have an existing user. Thank you so much. See you on the next one.